What's up, everybody? Welcome to Black Friday Gold Rush. This is Jonathan here. We got the mats are all full. Well, a couple of them are 99 and 98, but full enough. And the duplex jig, I finally got both those buckets filled up. Those are already back at the wave table. And I've got 2 buckets of water sitting right here ready to rinse out the mats. So let's get the screens off that I forgot last time. Alright, and we'll just toss them right there in the trailer and be good. Yeah, I didn't realize until I was watching another YouTuber cleaning out his mats that I realized I had forgotten to even buy any screens to put on here. Man, I really hate the way this thing glitches out around this thing. I'm gonna jump up in there, I guess. Okay, now we can grab our mats and chunk them down there to the bottom. I'm not sure where that went. Well, these things aren't cooperating. I hope they fix this in the next update. Which should have been on Tuesday. So I'm guessing that they I'm recording this before Tuesday, but anyway, so I'm guessing that they finally fixed the gold cheat because of the $1 mode, which a lot of people theorized that was going to be something to do with if you just wanted to kind of casually play the game, but not have to build up to a certain amount of money. You could just buy everything for $1. Okay, and there should be one more if I can get it. There we go. I don't normally record this far ahead, but I'm going to be out of town when y'all are watching this on Friday, so I wanted to go ahead and get this done and produced and uploaded so I don't have to worry about it because this is Thanksgiving week for us here in the United States. So I'm going to be out of town. Alright, now let's go ahead and get the mats back in place. We don't have to worry about that later. Now I'm going to be curious to see how much gold we get out of this cleanup, because last time, if you remember, I did not have the duplex jig buckets completely full. I went ahead and did the mats, but this time I went ahead and run enough this past week or so to where we have both duplex jig buckets and of course all 6 mats with the screens on them this time. So that should probably make a difference. I don't know how much of a difference it's going to make, because I would think that if it washed past these mats, it would collect in the duplex jig buckets. At least you would think so. So we may have a pretty good cleanup this time. And it's going to be a bit hard to kind of judge exactly because I've got workers that are continuing to get gold unless I took them off. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I can just take them off whatever they're working on. Maybe they'll still be hired, but there we go. Yeah, let's get these buckets. So these are the mat buckets. Let's go ahead and get these up here. Okay, now I've got those two buckets for the duplex jig. So let's put these buckets over here separate somewhere. Let's put them on this little table. So I'm kind of curious to see how much of a difference it makes. I know the duplex jig is going to be a good bit more, but I'm just wondering, since we didn't have the screens, did it collect even more? So let's oh wait, that was my tablets in here. I tell you what, let's do this. Let's go up here to the workers section and let's see if we're on hired. So I don't want to fire them, but I wonder if I could just, yeah, I could just assign them to empty. And that way they're not collecting anything, they're just waiting on assignment. Okay. All right, now they're all I should be not collecting anything. That's good. Okay, now real quick, let's run into town and let's get rid of all this gold that we've got, and then we'll start from zero. That way we can for sure tell how much we've got. And you know, they didn't announce too much about this next update, so I'm wondering if they're not gonna throw some nice stuff in there, or if they're just kind of holding back on the information of just exactly what all they're gonna fix. I don't know, because there's still a lot of things that need fixing. I mean, the major thing for me is I don't like how you get stuck on little mounds of dirt in your dozer, your excavator, all that stuff. It just gets stuck on those little peaks of dirt. I wish they would really fix that. And I feel like the dozer and the front end loader for sure need more power, because you know, if you're backing up a hill, it seemed like it would go a little better than what it does. Let's get rid of all this gold here, and then we'll start from 0. Alright, so we're going to get almost $87,000 for this. That's nice. Alright, so we got $125,000 now. And really what I was thinking about was, let's see, right now we're over here on the Old Arnold parcel, and I have rented this, no, it's Rivertown. Yeah, Rivertown, here we go. I rented Rivertown, so really what I'm thinking about doing is kind of switching between Old Arnold and Rivertown. Or we could even, you know, go with one of these other ones, but we've already got Rivertown rented, so I might as well go with that one. And we can just flip-flop back and forth between the two to do something kind of different maybe every time. Okay, so let's get back and let's do our clean out. See what we got. Like I said, I'm real curious to see what the difference in those screens make and what we get out of the duplex jig. Because everything I've seen on other YouTubers and stuff is the duplex jig gets like, I don't know, 4 or 5 times more gold than those mats do. Just about need to fill up my truck too. Yep, there's fuel is low right there. Alright, come on now. I guess I did take that curve a little bit too fast. Alright, let's see what we got. Let me go ahead and get the water pump fired up. If I can get free. And we're going to need the generator. Alright, so let's do the mats first. Okay, so there's 1 ounce. And there's 1 point, oh, it's almost 2. Okay, so that finished. That's 2.125. Not bad. There's 3. Almost 4. There's 4. Okay, so about a little over 2 ounces per bucket on the mats. That's not great at all. Okay, so here we go with the duplex jig buckets. Wow, that thing's really jumping up there. So we had 4 ounces and some change before we dumped that in. Golly, that was like 21 ounces right there. There's 30, 33, 35, 37, 40. Wow. Wow, look at that. That's not bad at all. Almost 47 ounces in just those 4 buckets. It's pretty good. I mean, I say pretty good. It's okay. Yeah, it's just okay because I feel like with a big wash plant like that on the TV show Gold Rush and whatever, they're getting over 100 ounces. I mean, well, cause it depends on the ground too, but they're getting a good bit of more gold than what it is here, which I hope they balance that just a little bit. But again, like I say, they're supposed to be um, they're supposed to be varying the amounts of gold per uh, you know, some parts of the claim would be better than others. Okay, so let me get these workers reassigned. All right. Got all of our workers assigned again, so start collecting some more gold. And let's get back in here again and go. All right, and I'll show you just a little bit of what I'm doing down here on the claim too before we close out the video this time. All right, so I'm primarily using the rock truck to get the dirt up to the wash plant, and I'm coming in right here where we have been normally and parking the rock truck kind of right in this area here, and then I'm going down to the bottom with the wheel loader and getting loads of dirt that way, because every time you get a full bucket of with the wheel loader and dump it in the dump truck, it's 20. It fills up the dump truck to 20% roughly each time. If you get it full and you dump it in there good, you get 20%. So only 5 of these will fill up the rock truck, whereas it takes, oh, I don't know, 15 or 20 bucketfuls with that excavator. However, I think I do want to, one of these days I want to upgrade this to the big excavator and then see if that makes any difference. It probably will. Probably got a bigger bucket on it. Now I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with this excavator, because let's see if I can get up there, because I don't really have a good spot anymore to back the rock truck up to unless I bulldoze this off, which I may end up doing that. I was thinking I was going to use the excavator to fill up the dump truck, but it just takes so long. I mean, it's like I said, probably 15 or 20 scoops with this excavator versus 5 with this. It is a bit harder to use to me. It's hard to use the wheel loader with this controller, whereas I've got my dual joysticks with the excavator, and it seems to be easier that way. What I was thinking about doing actually was resetting this excavator and then walking it back over here and then running some buckets through the mobile wash plant. So I think that's going to be a little bit more efficient, I guess, efficient use of the excavator, because I have no problems with the wheel loader. It's just a little bit more difficult to use. Problem is I'm going to probably end up starting to run out of good places to use the front end loader, because I've been pulling down this way and making scoops, but you can see I'm about to run out. I'll have to figure out, maybe I can start coming in from this direction and go that way. I don't know. So I'm probably going to end up resetting that. And then I'll move it over to this side. Well, there's really no good way to put it, is there? Let's see, I've got a road put in that comes up this way. See, it goes all the way around the perimeter, then back around to here. So I'll probably end up setting up the excavator out here on this point right here, and I'll move the mobile wash plant down into this level, and then we can start digging from this way, and then back around towards that direction. So I'll have to get the dozer in here and kind of scrape this clean and make us a little path. We can get the mobile wash plant down into this little second tier right here. So we will do that a little bit later. And then I'm going to have to figure out how to get the mobile wash plant out of here. In fact, I'll go ahead and drop these extension cords. Get all that tidied up and get all them buckets out of there. Got to move that. Is there anything in here? No, it's empty. I had already undone the water hose and got it out of the way. But I'll have to try to get the truck in here and get that hooked up. I may not even make it. I may have to, I don't know, I may have to get the excavator in there and kind of nudge it around where I can get the truck backed up in there good. But that's something for me to figure out another day. Alright, well, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the video. A little short this time. We won't do any actual gold excavating or dirt moving or anything like that. I don't think I've got anything up here in the rock. Well, it is full. Okay, 100% full. Well, I'm going to go ahead and leave that for next time. I'll try to go ahead and run a bunch more dirt through here, so the next time we do a cleanup, we'll have all the mats full again. In fact, I need to go ahead and put those screens back on there. I just remembered that. Don't want to forget those again. And we will pick up next time with hopefully some more 100% mats, and hopefully at least one duplex jig bucket full. Those things take forever to fill up. In fact, you can see this 20% right here. I think I'll probably run maybe 4 dump truck fulls through there, and it's pretty slow. And what I discovered though is this first one nearest the sluice box, that usually fills up the fastest. So if you are getting, 100%, let's say this first one's 100% and this next one here is like 60, what you can do is take out this 100%, throw it in your truck or your trailer or whatever, and then get you then take this bucket that's on the end and move it to where the full one was, and then get you an empty bucket and put it back under there. And then that way this one here will fill up a little bit faster. So that's a little tip for you. Oh yeah, I need one more screen to put on here. There we go. Alright, yeah, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the video here, and then next time we come back, I'm going to have a bunch more dirt run through there. I'll probably have the excavator moved around to somewhere, most likely what we talked about before, that little road back in there kind of stops. Oh, probably right about there where the bulldozer is on the other side. It probably stops right about there somewhere. So I'll get the excavator reset and moved it over here. Then I'll try to get this wash plant out of here. I think I may have messed up by not moving it out a long time ago. But we also have the other wash plant back over there in case I can't get this one out easy. I'll just grab the other one. I'm not sure what we're going to do about this. I'll have to probably bulldoze some dirt up to get the truck backed in there, but we'll figure it out. And yeah, well, that's what we'll do next time. So those of you that are, well, I guess it would have been yesterday if you were celebrating Thanksgiving. If you are celebrating Thanksgiving on Thursday, or if you wait till today to celebrate, hope you have a great one. And don't eat too much. I'm gonna definitely try to. But anyway, we'll have a good one, and y'all have a good Thanksgiving. Y'all have a good weekend, and we'll see you back on Monday with probably some farm sims. So y'all take care and have a good one. This is Jonathan on Gold Rush. Thanks for watching.